This right here, girl, is an ad. I'm gonna need you to get you some of this Just Move Energy supplement so you can have the energy to get your workouts done like I need to get mine done, girl. It is sometimes a struggle and you need a little extra. Plus the protein shakes. I don't have an appetite a lot of the time. Protein shakes really help me after the workout because I do not want to be on the massage table with my stomach growling because that's where I'm going after this, okay? So I get my protein shake done before, boom, I got both of them. I'm ready. Okay, I'm getting old. My knees is a problem. Do you see me warming it up? Do you see me trying to stretch it out? That's 35 pounds. I'm squatting 35 pounds. I'm proud. You can get those gloves and other workout gear from TeamLASHAE.com. The link is down below in the description box, girl. Yes. Girl, I have to give it to myself. You look good, girl. You look good. Juvie. I just had to put him in here because he's cute. I'm on my way to the spa, girl. Piece of serenity. My homegirl does not want to be seen, but she does the best massages. I go to her at least once a week for this muscle situation, girl. And she also gave me this massage cream with CBD in it that really helps with my aches and my pain. So get you some. All of this. Get you some. 15% off with my Relax Me Bondi code. Okay, girl? Get it. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Not come on in. Not come. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey, everybody. What's up? It's your girl, BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey, everybody. What's up? It's your girl, BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram. And let's get into the video, right?
What's going on, people? What's going on, girl? Hi. How are ya? Y'all, I'm tired. I'm tired. Hold on, let me get this lighting right. I'm tired, y'all. I worked out and now I feel like I want to go to sleep. I'm just telling y'all the truth. But I scheduled this video, girl. So here we are. Okay, y'all know I'm an affiliate for Thermal. Did I tell y'all I'm an affiliate for Thermal? These some new glasses from them. They're similar to the other ones, but not like as much of a severe cat eye, y'all. But y'all know I'm blind, so there's that. But yes, y'all, use my link down below in the description box so you can get you some glasses if you need glasses and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Girl, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. I've been waiting all week to do this BondyBlue show, girl. Y'all know what we're going to start at now. We're going to start with House of Vicious. Before I get into House of Vicious, though, I want to let everybody know about our interview that is going down tonight, 6 p.m. Central Time, okay? The girls, the ladies, the Ooh Ladies First panel interviewed Miss Tammy Roman of House of Vicious and Truth Be Told and The Family Business and VH1's Unfaithful and BET Plus's Miss Pat. Okay, and that's just to name the things that she's currently working on. Okay, we had a really good conversation. I love Tammy. I don't know, if y'all know, but like I've been with Basketball Wives and shows of that nature for a while now, and I grow to feel like a familiarity with people, especially when they know who I am and we have interacted and stuff like that. So to find out that Tammy really, watches me and, the people on the show appreciate what I do and everything, it meant a lot to me to work with her in this capacity. Child, I had to send over a headshot. I was like, oh, y'all got more productions coming up, huh? Girl, you saw I was on stage, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what was going through my mind. So, girl, I got Apple TV to watch Truth Be Told when that storm happened and then ended up not being able to watch it in the storm, so it just fucked everything up. So I didn't get a chance to watch it. But I'm gonna see what I can cancel so I can get something else, girl, so that I can get Apple TV and I can watch Truth Be Told because I wanted to watch it. Let's see. Eddie, thank you for the super chat. Good afternoon from Compton, Cali. Girl, you need to try this strain called Forbidden Fruit. It will put you on your back. We miss you in Cali. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay. I really do need to come back out there. But I'm just tired. Like I really have been doing a lot lately, and child, they be liking to keep people up and shit. So okay, just to be honest. Okay, just to be real, I'm just tired, and the challenge is low key kicking my ass a little bit. And then there's a storm of brewing. Did y'all know that? Those of us who live down here in Louisiana, because I know it's a lot of y'all that's from here that watch me, even though y'all act like y'all don't. They got a storm that's coming. I mean, not not really, but Louisiana. But anyway, there's a storm coming. I think it's Hurricane Fiona that just hit up Puerto Rico. We gonna see what it do once it get into the Gulf, because it is hot as monkey. See out this, which is why I don't have the wig on, girl, because I was just like, after I finish this video, I'm probably gonna order an Instacart and go to sleep, and then wake up so I can do Ooh Ladies First at 7 o'clock. Because I'm just, and Ooh Ladies First panel is on Niecy's channel tonight. The interview we did is on Jamie's channel. That's why you have to follow all three of us so you'll know, what's going down, girl. Okay. Ron Cephas Jones is on there. So I know it's a lot of good Black people on there. I really want to get into it. But either way, y'all, I wish I could come back out there to California. If it wasn't so expensive, that would be the place I ran to. It would be like, child, you want to just, hop in a live for real. It's too far. It's too far. But I really do want to come back. And, if I get back on my feet a little bit better, I'll be back out there soon. Because I really do love it out there, and I would really love to live out there long term, but I just can't afford it right now, child. I could barely afford this old expensive ass Louisiana living that we doing, and I'm low maintenance most of the time, child. The restaurants, that's the thing. Like, but we live somewhere with a restaurant. Yeah. The restaurants be restaurant. Like, it's hard to stop eating out here. Okay. But anyway, y'all. There's a lot of blessings coming your way, getting the attention you deserve. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all for feeling that way. I love that y'all, y'all love to see when I be, having these moments. I appreciate y'all so much for that. But y'all make sure y'all check out our interview with Tammy tonight on Jamie's channel, 6 p.m. Central Time. And then right after the interview, hop on over to Niecy's channel and come see us live. We'll probably have a discussion about the interview because Niecy wasn't able to be there with us. So, of course, we want to hear her opinions on what she thought about the interview once, we've all watched it. So, yeah, it'll be a good time had by all. So y'all make sure y'all come through. All right, so let's go ahead. Can y'all do me a favor before I get into House of Vicious? Can y'all go ahead and like up the video so we can let everybody know I'm on live before I even get into it? Thank you. So I needed some coffee. I wanted some coffee, y'all. But I couldn't bear no hot coffee. It's too hot. Like it may be a little, cold in my house. But when it's hot outside, I can still kind of feel it, like some type of internal, like temperature check. Like I don't know why. It's always hot here. So like essentially you always feel like it's hot. But I made me 2 shots of the Pike Peak Starbucks. K-cups, 2 K-cups, some oat milk, and some damn agave. It's better than the shit they be getting. A little bit. If I had some caramel, bitch, I'd be kicking Starbucks ass right now, but not really because it is the coffee. But anyway, I live in Los Angeles and these rent prices are crazy. And that's a thing. I'm not about to, y'all get the wig again, calm down. You know what I'm saying? Y'all listen, I'm not doing anything that's gonna be there the next day if I, no. It's not that type of life. Honestly, I saw this other wig I want to get, but once again, we got a storm coming, so I can't spend any extra money until I know if I'm gonna have to buy a hotel for 4-5 days. If the storm comes our way. But I really wanted to get me this burgundy wig that I saw, like a long burgundy one, beach. Since I got my little, my black, because I was like, see, now that I'm used to the black now I feel like I need a burgundy one now. Give me a burgundy one, and then I can get like a real light blonde one. But I haven't seen any of the blonde, like nothing blonde like my hair. I want the wig to be white like my hair. I don't want it, when I get my hair colored, my hair is white. Like it's the whitest blonde you can have. I do not, I do not want uh I do not want that yellow blonde in a wig unless it has like darker roots. But see, like I need the wig to be as white as the tips of my hair. My hair is growing in. I was gonna go get my hair colored today, but I was just like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm not gonna do it. And let my hair grow out a little bit more before I do something else to it. So anyway, I'm ready to get into House of Vicious, y'all. Just relocated to Texas. A lot of people did. After Ida, there were a lot of people that was like, girl, we is done. We are done. If I move to Cali, I'm gonna be trying to buy a house. Like real shit, I will probably either rent this out or sell this and then try to buy property in California. Maybe like Burbank or somewhere that's not as expensive as Los Angeles, but maybe I might be like an hour out, something like that. I still need to live, dispensaries, Target, you know what I'm saying? Like I need my stores. Trader Joe's, okay? But outside of that, I don't need to live in a city like that. I could be an hour out the city in California and live an incredible life, okay? Y'all know if there are any areas like that. Cause I keep looking at Erica De Niro, like, which way you live at? I ain't trying to be in your business, but I'm just trying to, okay? I'm licensed in California, would love to help. Don't tell me that, because y'all know I love to work a good BondyBlue resource out this bitch. Okay, look, I love to get contact with people who know me from this. Makes the work easier for me sometimes. Keep your current home so you income, build your real estate. That's what I want to do, Monica. That's what I really want to do. It's just very difficult right now. It's like, it's one of them times that you wish you could just go, give some Mercedes experiences out to some people and make some fucking money. Like I ain't fucking nobody, but I wrap myself around a pole and stare into your eyes for a good 2 hours for 10 bands. You know what I'm saying? Like help me out. It's a struggle. But y'all, the urgency during this time of the year, like I thought we made it through. Apparently, maybe not. So we're gonna keep our fingers crossed, y'all, that nothing happens to this house while it's currently falling apart. I still got shit wrong with this house that I gotta get fixed from the last one, and it's just child. Oh Lord, y'all pray for me here. Y'all send the Lord's angels over. So me pray for me, y'all. Okay, y'all ready? All right, let's go. So House of Vicious. Tammy wanted to let me know that the reason why last week's episode was so damn drawn out with them scenes was because they shot the show to be 30 minutes when it was supposed to go on a streaming service. But when it ended up getting bought by, getting put on BET was like, we needed to be an hour. So they had to stretch what they had, which means they did not have a lot of other material to use in certain places. Understood. Okay, understood. And that's the reason why we haven't seen any scenes with her and Raven in Fragrante Delicto. Okay. So Chantel's daddy is gone, y'all. Okay. We back in Chantel's childhood, but she is like 18 years old at this time. Chantel is pregnant. And her mom says, I'm gonna tell you what my mama told me. You can get married or you can go to Dr. Donna's clinic. Because you're not going to bring a bastard into my household. Y'all, I wish people didn't care about things like that. I really do. Like, I really wish people didn't care about, somebody having a bastard child. Like, it's one thing when somebody, does a Martell Holt to somebody. Like, that's one thing. But it's a whole nother thing when somebody gets pregnant at a young age out of wedlock and, even saying out of wedlock, like, who fucking cares? Like, I don't know. I just kind of feel like people be worrying about the wrong shit. Like, you don't want the baby because you don't want a bastard in your bloodline, as opposed to the drug addicts and the crazy people. Like, it's, as opposed to all of the other things that are in your bloodline that you can't control. Like, that's just such a crazy thing to think about. You know, now that I'm older and I think about these things in a real way, because I feel like people glaze over these things because it's always the way it's been. But if you actually probe and think for a second, you sound crazy as hell. You know how many kings wasn't the you know, the princes weren't actually the king's child, but one of the damn knights. We won't even get into it, okay? They went down there to Dr. Dinah's clinic, but Chantel could not do it. And so they gave the baby away, and she regretted it and was depressed about it. And it's so funny because I knew that damn assistant, you know, that's being played by Tammy's real daughter, Lyric. Yeah. I was like, Lyric playing the little daughter that's mad at you for giving her up all of those years ago. That's what's going on here. Chantel got arrested because Dana, the side chick, pressed charges against her for ruining her kitchen and living room area. And Kane goes over to Dana to tell her to drop the damn charges. He and Chantel are raising that baby. And she was like, she came in here trying to kill me and our baby. And he was like, bitch, she wasn't trying to kill you, first of all. Second of all, I wouldn't even let you raise my baby. Which is my baby, bitch? You crazy? You must be crazy. And she was like, Kane, I was there for you. And Kane was like, oh, were you? Or were you just here to get presents and gifts and money? Were you there when I needed somebody to talk to, when I needed somebody to build with? No, bitch, that was Chantel, my wife. Okay? And basically now Dana has become a pregnant crazy bitch that gotta go. Oh, you gotta go. So y'all, Milan is weird. It's giving, I don't know whether you're a nice guy or a fuck boy. I'm not sure exactly yet, but it's giving, I'm teetering on both. I'm teetering on, I know how to pretend to be a good guy, but really, I'm a fuck boy. Either way, Milan is dating Avery, and he brings Avery over to his home, which has a lot of drawings and art inside, and it's real, like, you know, grotesque vampire interview with the vampire type bed situation. It's got like a, you know, a real big headboard with the shit swirling and all of this, and she just keep looking at the bed, you know, she wants the dick. And he's like, hey, and I'm like, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing for a man to see you being that thirsty for the dick. Like, if you haven't already got it, like, let me be clear. If you've already gotten it, girl, fine. But being thirsty for dick you haven't even got yet, to the point that you staring at his bed because you would rather have sex with him right now instead of a conversation, Avery, pull it back. Avery, go home and masturbate and pull it back. Okay. But yes, he wants her to do positive affirmations in the morning. He wants them to have a routine. He says, yes, our mornings, we're going to do positive affirmations, meditation. We're going to go sailing every day. And then he gets a text and he has to leave. He doesn't give much explanation. He just rushes out. And when he leaves, he said, I'm going to get a car to pick you up. She takes her homegirls. He playing with me. It's over. He just going up and dip and don't even give me a real explanation. The fuck, you know? So she confronts him later on at work. And he tells her this isn't the time or the place for her temper tantrum. And if she would like to have a conversation with him, she can pull him to the side. Okay, because they're at work. She closed it. Well, she didn't close the door, but she walked into his office because she was kind of going back and forth in her mind with fucking him and then having this real argument in which he flipped it on her and told her that she was the one that didn't know how to communicate, when no, nigga, you didn't communicate adequately when you left me in your apartment and then had a car pick me up. And then when I text you later on, you never text me back. Yeah, it feel like you playing games and I ain't got time for this because you ain't that cute anyway. Lying her ass off. I don't even know why you said all of that. I wouldn't say none of that. Honestly, I'm going to tell y'all, women, y'all going to have to learn how to stop letting these niggas know you mad. I think it's important to sometimes say nothing. Say nothing. I don't have to argue with you. We don't have to have a conversation in which you know, good grief. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Like, You're exasperated with me because I expected you to communicate with me after you had just finished telling me what our mornings were going to look like moving forward. I don't know, y'all. First of all, I appreciate a man with a plan. I appreciate a man that, wants to fit you into his life, but you're not about to tell me what I'm doing every morning. Like, what are you even talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like coming into your life like he's about to make you better while simultaneously doing fuck boy type things like dropping you at the sign of a text message, rushing off, and then not texting you later to clear things up. I don't know. I ain't like it. I ain't like it at all. But they kiss and make up. It's fine. Izzy. Izzy comes into Chantel's dressing room after she finished, booking and all of that and got released from the jail. She's in her dressing room doing cocaine, and Izzy come running in talking about, bitch, why you didn't call me? You know I got the Santa Marta ready for you. Okay, now if you trying to kill Kane, you gotta wait for a full moon, girl. I need to get some candles and some green bananas. We can't have you out here going to jail. Why you ain't call me? And Chantel was like, Izzy, if you don't calm the fuck down, I'm the one on cocaine. What is you doing all this for? Chantel basically says, I was not trying to kill anybody. And she says, I would never kill Kane and get caught. But more specifically, no, I went and tore up the house he bought for that bitch with my money. And Izzy was like, Chantel, where are the boundaries? Where are the boundaries, Chantel? And Chantel grabs Izzy's wrist and sees the bruises on them and says, Izzy, me and Kane have something that not many people are going to understand. We were both in some fucked up situations and we dragged ourselves out of it, out the mud together. Y'all know, y'all trauma bonded and you think y'all got something that other people can't understand. Girl, that sounds crazy as hell to me. Whenever somebody says we have something that other people can't understand, I say, bitch, how you figure that? How you figure that? We have all seen toxic relationships, bitch. One of the first things we read in middle school was Romeo and Juliet about some damn teenagers doing murder suicide because their parents didn't want them to be together. And you think we don't understand this type of toxic ass love, bitch? We've seen Jerry Springer. We've been here for all of the reality TV shows, the women sticking beside him and shit. Brandy still with her husband that had slept with 2,000 women and shit. Child, we know what it looked like. We know what this is. Don't explain to us. Like, we know what a drug dealer girlfriend looked like. Okay, stop it. I can't stand when people act like they doing something new. Their situation is so different. No, the fuck, it's not. It's not different. It's not. But okay. After she explains what her situation with Kane is like, she asked Izzy to do her a favor. Izzy said, what she say? Tell that nigga Dom, if he put his hands on you again, I'ma beat his ass. Okay? Because apparently Izzy got an abusive boyfriend. Right. And I love that Chantel said that in the, because they have voiceovers. And Chantel was like, how you got the Santa Marta for me and she letting you get your ass beat? Make it make sense. Okay? So y'all, I don't know why they keep letting Chantel do interviews when she high, but I guess when there's no jailing around, we just gonna go through with the interview. Kane ain't worth shit. Kane is in the control room watching them shoot this interview. Chantel is high as a kite. The person interviewing her can tell. Everybody around can tell, but we just letting the shit take place. And he in there looking at the screen like ain't nothing wrong when old boy Bishop comes in. Y'all know what Bishop on. Y'all stole from me. After I did everything for you, nigga, I took you under my wing. I'm even the one that called you when your mama was out there ass naked in the street. I want everything you and Raven stole from me. Everything. Plus interest. Or I'm going to come for House of Vicious. I was like, all right, we're going to be out here rhyming all night. Chantel starts having a moment. Okay, and then passes out and, ambulance child. I said, what the hell is going on? Okay. Y'all know what it was given. Okay, Lisa, it is given, giving up Oh, hard to do when you really love someone. Giving up. Y'all don't know nothing about that sparkle, okay? Lord knows I try, but I just can't turn him loose. When my light of hope is buried in him, but in my heart I prayed it. That my love and faith in the man will bring back someday. Hey, hey, give it up. Ambulance, 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 ambulance. Okay. Not Sparkle 1976. You better know it, okay? But that's what her little moment, okay, was giving me. So, right? Okay, that's it. Wasn't just like it, like the hell. Okay, was sorry, y'all. All right, y'all. Okay, but she passed out. Now, y'all remember Jalen quit last episode. So Jalen went home to her husband that was in all the Tyler Perry plays. And they sit down to pray. And her phone is ringing off the hook. And I hate when people do this because I'm like, if it's on vibrate, you could turn it on mute. Okay? Because my phone be on mute. Like, I can't with all the goddamn buzzing all damn day. Okay? I'll get to the phone when I get to the phone. Okay? So she finally answers the phone because he was like, go ahead and answer it. Go ahead and answer. So she answered the phone. And they tell her what's going on. She said, okay, I'm coming. I got to go. And he's like, what the fuck? And she was like, listen, it's Chantel. It's always Chantel. It's like, nigga, she in a hospital. Please don't make me feel bad about caring about this lady. Oh, my God. So she leave so she can go check on Chantel, right? Everybody else was down to the hospital, including Milan, Avery, Izzy, everybody once she passed out, right? So she in there in the hospital bed, and Milan and Avery leave, and we find out that Milan got a little boy that he had to go and look after, which is the reason why he didn't give her any reason. He just left. And I never understand why niggas always hide that they have kids. Like, it's so weird to me, like how men have the ability to just be out here, living their life and nobody knows they have a child. Like, oh my God. Anyway, so she cool with it though. She was like, oh, all right, then I get it. I get it. Of course you get it. Kane goes to Karen to talk about selling some stocks. And he wants to make like a short sell. And Karen tells him that he can't do it because it'll seem like insider trading if their stock plummets. But then she turns around and tells him that the stock actually is rising because the more their lives implode, the more people are interested in the company. That sounds ass backwards. I wouldn't believe nothing that this white lady was saying. And then again, Kane, this would be your fault again because you're the one who brought her in. She texts somebody when he leaves dejected that the eagle just became the pigeon. I was like, what the fuck is going on? It's feeling like white people trying to infiltrate so they can steal black people company like Famous Amos. Anyway, y'all was so hurt when we found out that, Famous Amos wasn't owned by Famous Amos no more. Like, Famous Amos people, I hope they got some money for that shit. I hope they live very comfortable because they sold Famous Amos cookies. Child, back in the day, in the 90s, my mama used to sell them Famous Amos cookies up out the shop. Girl, you get you a little bag of Famous Amos cookies, put them in them. Don't put the bag in there, spoil, but you need to put it on paper towel, put it in the microwave, 10 seconds. Okay? Best shit ever. Anyway, the little shit hood kids did when they was at their mama's shop all day. Anyway, Dana is sitting in her kitchen watching a rerun of Kane and Chantel on the news. She's crying in her wedding dress, talking about, I should kill Chantel. That evil, sick bitch. You chose her over me, but she doesn't deserve you. She doesn't deserve you. And I'm going to have to fix it, just like I did with Ivy. And now it's like, oh, bitch, you killed Ivy, the trans prostitute. Okay, it makes sense with your crazy ass. Sitting there in a wedding dress, pregnant, losing your mind, plotting on killing a bitch that's paying your bills. Make it make sense. Child Chantel was down there at the hospital for 3 days. Her mama finally showed up. I said, y'all, I felt two ways. I was like, if her mama there, it's because her mama is the only one that's gonna be able to get her ass up out of that bed. And bitch, you need to get your ass up out of that bed. But her mama is a subject of a lot of her trauma. So I cannot wait for her to wake her ass up so we can see interactions between grown Chantel and her mama, because her mama is something else. Okay, it's crazy to watch somebody be bitter and act out their anger on you but still love you. Oh Lord, reminds me of my father. Anyway, y'all, it was a good episode. Okay, I really hope they get picked up for a second season, because I feel like if they get picked up for a second season with BET's budget, okay, it's gonna be on, because the writing is already good, the story is already good. As far as I'm concerned, it's different. Like, it's definitely giving, like, black people bold and beautiful. And I feel like Tyler Perry shouldn't be the only person y'all let put the stories on BET for black people. Okay. Okay. So anyway, you guys, y'all go ahead, like the video, and we're going to move on to the other shit that I want to talk about, y'all. All right, y'all. So everybody is reacting this morning, this afternoon, to finding out that Nia Long's longtime fiancé, boyfriend, baby daddy, I'm Utica. Okay, I might be pronouncing that wrong. I'm sorry. Okay, but I'm Utica has had an improper, intimate, and consensual relationship with a female member of the team staff. Sources tell The Athletic and at Stadium it's been deemed a violation of franchise code of conduct. Okay, now he's a Celtics coach. Let's be clear; it says it up there. All right, everybody has been reacting with these, Nia Long appreciation posts, and when I tell y'all, I'm one of the people, right? Like, I'm one of the people that go up for Nia Long. I love Nia Long. Like, she's always been that girl to me. I wish I had her face. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always feel like, oh my God, you wish you had Nia Long's face. They're not married. And Nia Long has said she doesn't want to be married, but they've been in a long-term relationship and they have a kid. So I'm going to say this. As much as I've always wanted to have Nia Long's very beautiful, perfect face, bitches get cheated on every day, B. And so even though I'm sure she's going through it, I feel like she may not be going through it nearly as much if every fucking post wasn't a Nia Long, we feel so bad for you post. Like, I get that y'all have to report on the cheatation, but a lot of y'all's viewpoints of, oh, the world must be ending because a nigga cheated on Nia Long. Like, what? Would y'all stop? It does not matter how beautiful, how perfect a woman is in the eyes of people that do not fucking know her. Nobody's perfect. You show me a man with a beautiful, perfect woman, I'm going to show you a man that's tired of fucking her. Halle Berry's gotten cheated on. Beyonce's gotten cheated on. I've gotten cheated on. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. But I'm not about to be out here, like, actively thinking about other women as so much better than me that how dare this nigga cheat on them. But, I could get cheated on. It ain't, it's all right. I'll get over. Like, no. I just, I don't understand why the reaction happened the way it did. Because, like, Oh my God. What the entire season for a consensual relationship players beat their girlfriends and commit crimes and face less punishment. Oh, so they trying to take him out for the whole season over fucking somebody? Oh, that's crazy. The Celtics about to sign Tristan Thompson to pair with his cheating bro. Oh, is it Ami or however y'all gonna tell me to pronounce it? Cheating on Nia Long, end of days has to be upon us because ain't no way. And it's just like, oh my God, can y'all stop? Fumbling Nia Long as a dude who averaged 5.2 ppg is wild. Okay, points per game. All right. I need for y'all to understand that those things have nothing to do with one another. his average points per game and him fucking somebody on Nia Long down to the job, child, they've been together for a long time. Okay. Which report and who is speculating? I'm pretty sure if Woj Shams are tweeting about Boston possibly suspending him the entire season, the details of the story are fairly sound, whether public or not. Yeah, tell her don't be a homewrecker in the future, and the situation never exists. What? Homewrecker is incredibly sexist. It takes two to tango, and the greater onus is on the person in the higher position of authority. In this case, I'm me, to behave ethically. And two, if they're saying it's a member of the staff, it doesn't take a lot to figure out who it is. Oh, wow. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. That's so crazy. But yeah, I love Nia Long. I appreciate that everybody wants to uphold this queen in her time of need. But I need for y'all to like stop acting like women don't get cheated on every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just everybody calm down. Even if they're as beautiful as Nia Long, it happens. Okay. And I'm sure shit was happening before it came out to us. They've been together for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, what's stupid is how he potentially messed up his career over some cat. Child, it's all stupid, but is it any surprise to any of you? Niggas fumble bags all over the place for pussy. They do. That's what they do. That's what these niggas do. Okay, yet ESPN doesn't want to report about Brett Favre, a white quarterback, by using the government funds to pay for his daughter college volleyball stadium. Oh wow. Yeah, I heard that Brett Favre was stealing them people's food stamps and shit in Mississippi. Was it Mississippi, y'all? Yeah, I saw it. I've been waiting for more to take place about it, but I've just been hearing about it. But y'all know how I be sometimes. It's like, yeah, please arrest him, all of that, but I still kind of don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these people I just don't care about. So that's why you don't hear me talk about it. Not because I don't feel like they don't deserve the attention. They do deserve the attention being dragged, but I'm also somebody that doesn't put football players on a pedestal just because they was a good football player like a lot of people do. Y'all surprised about Brett Favre, and I'm just kind of like, child, fuck Brett Favre. Why y'all surprised? These motherfuckers always trying to get over on somebody, okay? But they absolutely need to hold him accountable. Ain't he a Trump supporter? I'm not surprised. But anyway, y'all, moving on from there, let's talk about Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears because this lawsuit has been dropped. So the lawsuit filed against Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears has officially been dropped. According to court documents obtained by TMZ, per the news publication, Jane Doe asked a judge to dismiss the case with prejudice, which means the law will not be able to file again at a later date. Furthermore, Jane Doe followed up with a statement after dissolving the case saying, "My family and I have known Tiffany Haddish for many years, and we now know that she would never harm me or my brother or help anyone else do anything that could harm us. We wish Tiffany the best and are glad that we can all put this behind us." While Spears was not mentioned in the statement, the filed court docs reveal that the claims made against him had also been dismissed. As fans will recall, the lawsuit stemmed from a Funny or Die comedy sketch from Haddish and Spears, where two children were hired for several suggestive scenes, which were deemed highly inappropriate. Okay, so TMZ.
I know that was probably a stressful thing.
You think?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Do you feel like, that people, there could be some damage done, to the career, off of this? Because it's behind you now, but like, is that something
Oh,
that
I
you're
lost
worried about?
everything.
Like,
All my gigs gone.
really?
Everything gone.
So, I mean, are you? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is that's a bad look. But now that they changed face,
I
do you
don't
feel
know,
like you
bro.
regain your, you
Ain't
know?
no. I don't have no job.
Well, look,
I don't have no job, bro.
that's not good. That's not good. We love you. How does it feel to have that behind you? I know that was probably a stressful thing.
You think?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I forgot that I was muted all that fucking time. I'm sorry. I hate that because I'm reading a damn article. I'm sorry. So I have to switch the pages because I can't look at both at the same time. I'm sorry, y'all. But y'all heard what Tiffany Haddish said. I was looking at something else. Basically, I'm gonna just repeat what I just read to y'all real quick. Which was about the fact that Jane Doe alleged Tiffany had her film a scene where she simulated oral sex with the sandwich and also claimed her brother was used for a skit with Aries, in which he was the subject of pedo's fantasy. At first, Tiffany and Aries called the whole thing a shakedown. She said she regretted being part of it. And now she's saying that she's lost all her jobs based on that video that we watched. And I thank you for the super chat, Ash Chuck. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know sometimes it just be hard going, you forget that you done muted and going back and forth. Thank you. So sassy. I mean Sassy Brown for the super chat. This is like, I don't even know how to feel about it because I feel like I don't understand how you didn't realize that this shit was inappropriate when you did it the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how you didn't deem this irresponsible. But for her to say, oh, I lost everything, and the way she said it, it's like, are you serious? Are you joking? Are you being sarcastic? Like, I don't know what is going on with Tiffany Haddish, but she feels dark, and she's felt dark for a while now. The last time I saw her screaming and howling because that fan was screaming her name and she just started screaming the fan's name back at her. Everybody thought the shit was funny. The shit was not funny. The energy felt very manic or chaotic. Like, I don't know what's going on, but something's going on. But for Tiffany to just kind of be like, I hate they got away with this. I don't know if I feel like anybody really got away with anything, because it's kind of like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's such a fine line because nobody was actually like, they didn't do anything to the children. You know what I'm saying? They fucked their head up, essentially. Yes. They had to pay out for whatever damages they caused, but they're still not being honest about whatever the hell took place. The victim seems to not see Tiffany Haddish as the main issue here. I feel like them not saying anything about Aries speaks volumes about the fact that they probably felt the most weirdest energy from him. It almost seemed like Tiffany brought these children to someone that would harm them. You know what I'm saying? Then she got found sleeping in her car. Yeah, I saw that. It's bad when Marlon tells you do too much. Child. Yeah, I feel like it's not even that Tiffany is a caricature of a Black woman. I feel like Tiffany has some type of like disorder that we don't know about yet. Like, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I feel like she got some type of mental issue that probably helps her in her career, but that she has probably gone unchecked or something like that. It feels like extreme highs and extreme lows. But that's what I'm saying. They didn't really, it wasn't like they really did anything to the children. Like, to lose opportunities over a skit that was very inappropriate, but not like it actually, nobody actually touched the kids. Like, that's what I mean, as far as we know. But it's just a very weird situation. And I'm going to just say it. I feel like it's crazy how they got people walking around right now that have done worse things that still have jobs. But whenever it's like, a Black woman that goes through something like this, she's, automatically, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so easy for them to, you know what I'm saying? For them to like cast you away as problematic when you do the slightest, the slightest fucked up thing. And they'll have niggas out here actually doing all of this shit. And they're on R&B tours and shit. Borderline personality disorder. Courtney Fulton, thank you so much for the super chat. Yes, I'm sorry, my mind is like right now. But yeah, it could be anything, but Tiffany didn't lose anything. Comic gigs ain't everything, but I understand what she's saying. Like, yeah, I need to understand what she means, because I don't know what she means when she says she lost everything. I need you to explain that. Like, what you mean you ain't got no jobs? Like, currently or moving forward? I guess only time will tell. We all don't really care about Aries at this point. Because we feel like the only reason this shit even happened is because of Aries ass. But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and move on from Tiffany Haddish and them. I hope those kids get the help they need. I hope those kids are okay. And that this helps them in some capacity. All right, let's move on. So, y'all, Ontario transgender teacher sparks controversy by wearing giant prosthetic breasts. Y'all, what is going on? What is going on? Last week, images emerged out of Ontario Oakville Trafalgar High School showing one of its shop teachers conducting class whilst clad in enormous silicone breasts with visible nipples that extend below the teacher's waistline. Halton District Board School Board Chair Margot Shuttleworth said the teacher portrayed in the images is an industrial arts instructor who began identifying as female last year. Clandestinely recorded by students, images of the instructor quickly exploded across social media, easily making it one of the world's most visible Canadian news stories of the past month. One video shows the transgender teacher with long blonde hair, short tight pants, and a long sleeve black and white striped shirt operating a table saw to cut some wood. It's clownish. Sunria Shawdrim, I think that's how you pronounce that, an employment lawyer at worklylaw.com. Can I get it? No. Damn. Okay. I'm sorry. The employment attorney said it seems sexist to me because of the exaggerated nature of these breasts with nipples protruding. I think a lot of young women at the school wouldn't just feel uncomfortable, they feel mocked. Yes, that's what I was thinking about. Shadrim added, if a non-transgender woman teacher appeared in the exact same way as a transgender teacher, they'd likely be reprimanded. However, it seems that Halton District School Board is standing behind the transgender teacher at Oakville High. HDSB Chair Margot Shuttleworth told the Toronto Sun that protecting their employees' gender rights is a stance that the school board is taking, and they are standing behind the teacher. The transgender teacher reportedly previously identified as a man while working at the school as soon as a year ago, but now identifies as a woman. The school board claims the transgender teacher is extremely effective, and Shuttleworth even claimed that all the kids really love being in the class. Okay. So I feel like this is not about this person being transgender. That's what I want to say. I feel like this is not about somebody being transgender. I feel like, and I've said this before, I feel like there are people who take their gender identity very serious. And I feel like all people should be respected for however they feel to live, however they choose to live their lives, because ultimately I feel like gender is a social construct. Okay. But for you to walk around with these huge prosthetic breasts on your chest every day, with the nipples protruding like that, I'm sorry, that is extremely inappropriate. And I'm sorry, I would be weirded out. I would be distracted. I would be weirded out. I wouldn't know how to feel. And I also feel like it does come off as mocking women. It doesn't feel like you want to be a woman. It feels like you want to mock a woman. And that is why I say there's a difference between being trans and being a cross-dresser, or being someone that just likes to dress in women's clothing as if it's a costume. You see what I'm saying? Like, this looks like somebody that wants to wear a costume so that they can get some type of attention, high from it. Like, I don't know what it's about, but it feels weird to me. It feels weird. It feels not okay. It doesn't feel like it's about protecting transgender teachers. I don't feel like that's what this is about. And I honestly feel like if this was not someone who they probably already liked and respected as a man, this behavior would not be allowed. And that is why sometimes I feel like there is some attitude in the transgender community that sometimes comes off as misogynistic to me as a woman. The idea that womanhood is something to be put on versus something that you just are. And it's a very fine line for people. You see what I'm saying? It's a very fine line. But this, I feel like, is not the same thing as the girls fighting to be in the world how they want to be in the world. Because you can be trans and not do this with the prosthetic breast. It's the prosthetic breast for me. It's the nipples protruding for me. Like, that's what it is for me. And I don't know what's going on in this teacher's head, but this drawing attention to body parts amongst teenagers, I think it's weird. I think it's weird. There's nothing wrong with body parts. We all have body parts, but something about it feels oddly sexualized in front of teenagers. This is not the same thing as a regular woman with big titties and it's cold in a room and her titties get on hard or something like. No, that's not what we're looking at here. We're looking at somebody that is wearing exorbitantly big prosthetic breasts so that they can be seen. It's just no. And I'm here for everybody doing what they want to do on the weekends. But I don't know why the kids have to be subjected to this shit. And how is that safe with you cutting wood? Somebody talk to me. You're going to cut one of them prosthetic titties off. And I know you probably paid a pretty penny for them. But you know, they let the clear folk do whatever the clear folk want to do. Okay? So let's go ahead and move on. Other transgender news, girl.
Here, and nothing can push me aside. Nothing can change what goes on in this world. This world is for me too, honey. And they have to understand that. I have a right to be here just like everybody else. See, their problem is they don't want you to know about me. Because first of all, I get too many dicks hard. Simple as that.
Come on,
I
Octavian. Yeah, I love that damn interview. From Paris is burning. Anyway, Lamar Odom's alleged transgender boo shares message amid backlash surrounding their dating rumors. This world is for me too. Like, okay, like this is the thing for me, and it's the only reason why I'm talking about this. Why does anybody care who Lamar Odom is dating at this point? Make it make sense. If he ain't begging for Chloe to come back to him, which she never will, he's dating lookalikes. Because this lady look, Danielle, baby, you look like a Chloe lookalike. You look like a Chloe lookalike. You look like somebody that look like a Chloe. Okay? And does he have his own face on his t-shirt? You know what? I'm going to leave it alone. Because at some point, I'll have my own face on the t-shirt. So I'm going to leave Lamar alone. He look healthy. But that don't mean he all right in the head. But I just kind of don't understand why did she receive backlash? Who the fuck cared? Sometimes I feel like, was there backlash? Or do you want us to think that there was backlash? Okay. But I really only was bucked up because Octavia St. Laurent was on my timeline. That's the only thing I truly cared about in all of this is that Octavia St. Laurent was on my timeline. Did y'all see this shit about Maroon 5, Adam Levine? This love? I'm not going to do it. But Adam Levine accused of sending flirtatious messages to other models, okay? Why is anybody surprised? Again, why are y'all surprised when you find out that a music star is a whore? Stop being surprised by things that happen all the time, okay? Now, the gotcha, what is going on about this story was finding out that he wanted to name the child that he and his wife are having, their third child, wants to name that child after his ex-side chick. It says Adam Levine is speaking out to respond to claims by an IG model who says she was manipulated into having a year-long physical relationship with him. Now the singer is denying her allegations, but is admitting that he crossed the line. Adam told TMZ in a statement, I use poor judgment in speaking with anyone other than my wife in any kind of flirtatious manner. Boy, bye. I did not have an affair. You're a liar. Nevertheless, I crossed the line during a regrettable period of my life. He went on to say in certain instances, it became inappropriate. I have addressed that and taken proactive steps to remedy this with my family. My wife and my family is all I care about in this world. To be this naive and stupid enough to risk you weren't being naive. You weren't being naive. Cut the bullshit. Okay? Way to victimize yourself while telling us you was cheating on your wife. Boy, bye. I will never make it again. I take full responsibility. We will get through it. And we will, of course, y'all will get through it because y'all got 3 kids together. Ain't nobody about to leave you just because you don't know how to act. Ain't nobody about to leave you because you don't know how to act.
I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off because I've retaken this like 10 times now. Essentially, I was having an affair with a man who's married to a Victoria's Secret model. At the time, you know, I was young, I was naive, and I mean, quite frankly, I feel exploited. I wasn't in the scene like I am now. So I was definitely very easily manipulated. Maroon 5 is practically elevator music at this point, so I'm sure you know who Adam Levine is. But Adam and I were seeing each other for about a year. After I stopped talking to him over, a period of months, this is how he came back into my life. He said, okay, serious question. I'm having another baby, and if it's a boy, I really want to name it Sumner. You okay with that? Dead serious. I was like, I'm in hell. Like, I have to be in hell at this point. I mean, my morals were unknowingly compromised. I was completely manipulated. I wanted to handle this privately. I never wanted to come forward because obviously I know the implications that come with doing what I do, making money the way I do, and being an Instagram model. So being tied to a story like this, it's like, I know the stereotypes. I had sent some screenshots recklessly to a few friends I thought I trusted, and one of them had attempted to sell to a tabloid. So I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off because I've retaken this like 10 times now. Essentially, I was having an affair with a man who's married to a secret model.
We did this. All right. So, yeah, I mean, white folks news. Adam Levine is a slut. That's how I feel. It feels like he is manipulative. It does feel like somebody who is, probably used to getting their way with women, sees himself as like the cool, hot guy. And, girl, it's embarrassing. It's just embarrassing. Okay. What else is going on? Oh, girl. Let's see. Let's do this.
A certain type of look. If she don't look how I want her to look physically, I don't want her to come, because the look of everything is so important to me. Like, if she ain't thick enough, no. Her not did good enough, no. Can't dress, no. Skinny, no. And it's like, I don't feel like I'm discriminating. I just want a certain type of look. She could be the sweetest girl I ever met in my life, but if she don't look the part, I don't want her to come. Like, that's just not the vibe I'm on. Now, she can come to the cookout. She can come to the listening party, but the club, I feel like bitches got to look a certain way to come. Bitch ain't.
Okay. So that's what Erica Banks said. Erica Banks also, I think Erica Banks is just trying to make it now by any means necessary, because she also said that the girl, you need to get a BBL. She needs y'all to get a BBL. And I'm just kind of like, I really don't like for y'all to promote unnecessary surgeries to the girls. Hold up, y'all. Let me make sure I got this name right. I don't like when y'all do that. I really don't. I feel like grown women are gonna do whatever they want to do, but I don't think anybody should be out here like telling the girls that they have to get a BBL. I also feel like, girl, don't nobody give a fuck about who you want to hang around. Like, nobody even cares. You don't know how to act ever since you got that BBL. You don't know how to act. And I feel like nobody's baby hair should be that close to their eyebrow. I feel like nobody's baby hair should be that close to their eyebrow. You got a lot of shit to say for somebody that just upped their ante recently. Like, look, y'all look at, no, I don't want the baby hair that close to the eyebrow. I don't. That's a bang, bitch. You got a bang, okay? And she's a beautiful girl, but it's absolutely giving, I'm not comfortable with who I am, so I'm going to try to bend myself into what other people, girl, is that Meg? I'm going to bend myself into what other people want me to look like. I'm going to bend myself into what other people want me to look like. No, that's all. Okay. So that I can make it, because I want to make it so bad. I want to make it so bad. And I just kind of feel like you're weird. Are you trying to fuck your friends? What's going on? Like, what's going on? And I get it. You want to be going out with a certain type of girl in a club because you want to be able to also eat off of her. So if all of y'all go out as the thotties and the baddies, then everybody can pull a baller for y'all to run game on that night, girl. I don't know. I don't know. But it feels little girl. It feels whack. It feels like, bitch, you not even all of that for you to have that type of requirement for friends. It feels vapid. It feels like you don't want real friendships. You just want other girls whose clout you can leverage to have more clout. And it just, that's thirsty as fuck. I don't care how you slice it. And it's weird too. Like, bitch, that's weird as fuck for you to feel like that about your friends. Like, they need, oh, she ain't thick enough. She too skinny. Oh, she her hair ain't done right. Oh, she ain't girl, what is going on? This is so whack. This is just whack. You just whack. Girl, be whack. Just be whack off my page. Let's go ahead and move on. What else do I actually feel like talking about? Because so many things happen. I don't know how much of it I feel like talking about. Let's go ahead and jump into Mike Tyson because it annoyed me how everybody responded to this shit.
And
hold up, y'all. No, she ain't apologized for twerking at that high
and
school.
so we sit down with him, we have dinner, we had the best time of our life. We was there. How you want to finish the story, Mike?
Continue.
You want me to finish the
Will
story?
you please?
He said
I don't
it
know
five
if it's
times.
right.
I believe him.
Well,
His wife knows who he is.
All right, listen. I said, Joe, just leave me mine. And she was upstairs. I was blocking her. She said, no, couldn't tell her that.
He wanted to keep Remy Ma, right?
You can't keep
And he
someone.
made offers, like he showed us some convertible Benz new shit.
I'm sorry. You can't keep someone? You can't? You can't keep girls against their will? You can't? Oh, okay. Let's continue.
He was like, you can keep this. All you gotta do is spend one night. She looked at me like, Joe, if you don't get me the fuck out this house, Joe. I was like, Mike, we can't do that. We can't. Mike, my sister. He said, well, come on, Joe. I was like, she can't do this. He offered us some fucking 500 Benz. This. I was like, oh my God. Hey, yo, that was a great time, Mike.
I had a wonderful time when you were there. Had a wonderful time.
I am Mike.
And this is before Remy and me were both not married at the time.
Yeah, I and Mike wasn't married. She wasn't married.
It's okay.
The funny part is that they think her being married is the worst part about this. Everybody's in the comments laughing while Mike Tyson is telling y'all that I was trying to have sex with Remy, whether she wanted it or not. What happened was, to me, he propositioned her. She said no. And so Mike talks to Joe like, leave her here. Like, just leave so that I can have my way with her. And Joey is the one that was like, no, that's my sister. I can't do that. To me, I don't care how you slice it, based off what these motherfuckers are saying in this interview, laughing about it like it's funny, is that Mike was going to either pay or take. But he wanted it. So he was going to get it by paying for it, or he was going to take it. And if it would have been a different type of dude there, if it would have been a woman who didn't have as much value to Joe, what would have happened?
The busting her chops. The busting her chops.
Yo, I am Mike Tyson's. Anyway.
Hold up. There's another one.
All right, listen. I said, Joe, just leave me mine. And she was upstairs.
She was upstairs. He said, Joe, just leave Remy Ma. She was upstairs. And then I was trying to stop her from leaving.
Blocking her. She said, no.
I was blocking her. And she said, no. Y'all acting like that's funny.
I couldn't tell her that.
He wanted to keep Remy Ma.
Do you see Joe trying to find a cute way to say it? But they didn't believe Robin Givens. Thank you, Kimmy's Life. Not even just Robin Givens. Everybody forgets that Mike Tyson went to jail in 1992 for grape juicing a woman. Everybody forgets that. And this is the thing that is so disgusting about this society to me, is that y'all won't let the girls live down their whole facts. But you'll let these niggas live down assaulting women as if they're not going to do it again. So he did that shit in 1992. Okay? I believe that was Claudia's friend, right? Claudia Jordan's friend. Y'all wanted to argue with Claudia Jordan maybe a year or two ago about that shit. And everybody wanted to act like Mike Tyson is so different now. Child, it didn't have to be in a movie. It didn't have to be in his little Hulu movie. It didn't have to be in that. It's facts. It's in the news. You can look it up. Oh yeah, he beat Robin too, but everybody act like Robin was just some what they call Robin, she was just a gold digger, which pisses me off. Everybody, oh, Robin's mom just wanted, bitch, Robin went to Sarah Lawrence University. Like, Robin Givens was an extremely talented and already accomplished actress by the time she met Mike Tyson. And they played her off because she publicly talked about him beating her. He's a fucking boxer. And y'all are surprised that they beat women? Baffling to me. Baffling to me. And I must have missed the part of this interview where he talks about being naked. Because they said that, you know, everybody's gonna be like, oh, watch it in its entirety. I don't want to watch it in its entirety. To tell you the truth, I don't want to watch the whole thing. I don't want to watch the whole thing. I'm good. I'm straight. I want to know how somebody a gold digger and all they do is work. That's why Joe never wanted to talk about it. You could tell Joe didn't want to talk about it and then tried to play it off like it was cool. Mike definitely was used to taking whatever he wanted from Rim. You could tell. He did something to Eve as well. Somebody said that. Let me see. Eve and Mike Tyson. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. It says Mike Tyson will tell you himself in his young adult years he wasn't very respectful to anyone, including women. So I can totally visualize the things he was saying to Eve, who everyone will admit is gorgeous. The Locks, being the protectors of Eve, see this going on, but also realizing this is prime Mike Tyson. His prime Mike Tyson was trying to formulate a plan if everything went left. The funny part of the story is they wanted to sacrifice Sheik Lutch to Mike so the rest of them could stab him from behind. The story is hilarious. Y'all find very fucked up things funny. But let's go ahead and see. Okay, hold up. It's on Twitter. Okay. This tweet is from a suspended account. Okay. Child, so it's not even there no more. Okay, hold up. Let me go back, y'all, because it was on Twitter at first. But honestly, it doesn't surprise me. The only thing that surprised me is that niggas was actually going to do something, because everybody likes to act like they don't want to defend women when these niggas get out of line. Okay, so Eve was on the Breakfast Club. She said, I was scared to death. I turned around and I was like, I'm only 17 years old. Like, I was scared to death. And that was right after he bit homeboy's ear. I was so scared. I would never forget that. Nobody was coming at Mike. I just kept walking fast, said Cooper, using the bits. Hold up. It says, although the two celebrities do not share a personal professional relationship, American revealed that Mike Tyson once made a pass at her during their first encounter. Y'all, it's not a pass if you feel like somebody about to do something to you. Okay. Eve is a rapper, singer, blah, blah, blah. Why I keep like going through stories and they're not really saying. After staying away from the sport, blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to find somebody to actually tell me what happened, but I don't see any actually, any conversations where it's actually writing it out about what happened. It just says she said she was scared. and she just kept walking fast. Jadakiss tells that story. Okay, that's what I see all over the internet is Jadakiss. But I didn't know whether it was like
I heard Styles say one day that Tyson was fucking with Eve. Like she was messing with her, and y'all thought y'all was gonna have to get it in on Tyson.
Yo, how does
He
he
spoke
so stories?
He spoke for himself because I wasn't touching Mike. Mike told Eve, I fucked the shit out of you. Me personally, I was on the floor.
You went too fast.
Where is this at?
Yeah, I love Mike.
We were somewhere in Vegas. It was even Vegas or LA.
And now y'all with Eve. Y'all with Eve.
This when Mike
was
was
y'all
on
and Eve, or y'all got like
is us and
other
Eve.
niggas?
The general and them might have been there somewhere, but we on a red carpet.
Okay, only
Locks,
the artists.
yeah.
Only the artists. Okay.
All I heard was Mike say, I fucked the shit out of you, Eve.
To Eve.
Me. Holy, what the You know what I'm saying? Now, a regular Joe Schmo, his head would have been off.
Right, but it's tight.
Mike, Eve, you gotta hold that.
You gotta hold that.
You gotta hold that. We know Mike a little crazy. You gotta hold that.
Now some niggas gotta get the OG bag.
Eve, my nigga, man. I fucks with Eve. Let me tell you something. We was in.
So basically, Jadakiss and them just say they were scared of another man, so they would let him do whatever because they didn't want to actually have to deal with Mike Tyson because Mike Tyson punched people hard. So what? Mike Tyson can't get shot? The fuck? I'm sorry, but like that, y'all. I don't even know why y'all told me to watch that because now I'm looking at all them niggas like. And all of y'all think this type of shit is funny. And basically what y'all talking about is that this nigga wanted to do something to this girl. And if she would have been another bitch, it would have happened. So I just, you know what I'm saying? So I just be thinking about all of the young girls who are not famous, who didn't have the locks or whoever else around them or Joe to protect them. And Mike Tyson is strong and you niggas are scared of him. Like, Eve, you got a whole lot? And y'all want me to let up on these niggas, right? Y'all want me to let up on these niggas. This the type of shit they on. Ooh, Lord, pray for us. Pray for us. Because, I mean, I just kind of feel like you niggas claim to be so hard. And then one nigga that punch hard with a speech impairment come around and everybody's a bitch. Like, everybody becomes a bitch. Like, I feel like at the end of the day, if I, as a woman, we always feel like we have to protect ourselves because nobody's going to protect us. So I'm looking at Mike Tyson like, yeah, I may not be able to fight you, but I'll shock the shit out you or I'll shoot your ass up. Like, ain't nobody about to let you get close to me so you can bite my fucking ear off. And y'all like, and they online right now. Everybody in the comments, Suki and them talking about, I would have took the money. And it's like, y'all have no idea. This is the thing that really annoys me about a lot of women when it comes to shit like this. You don't understand the difference between pleasurable sex and somebody that wants to harm you so that they can control you. You don't understand that men who want to take pussy from you, it's not about it being pleasurable to you. It's not about having a pleasurable experience with you. It's about using you to masturbate in a violent manner. Using your fear to get them off, using the fact that they can do whatever they want to do and nobody can stop them because they're strong and they're a man. Like, that's what it is. And y'all on fucking social media laughing about this shit. Like, any woman would want to be with him. Like, understand something. You think you want something until somebody get their ass on top of you and you find out that the shit ain't what you thought it was going to be. Is it really that hard for y'all to understand that whatever the fuck Mike wanted to do may not have been comfortable for any of you bitches? But everybody want to forget. Everybody want to act like ain't none of this shit ever happened. Yes, the cognitive dissonance is crazy. It's crazy to see y'all online laughing about somebody explaining their attempt to strong arm a woman into staying the night with them. Because that's literally what he said. I just can't. I just cannot. Oh my God, girl. Let's move. Let's move. What else do I want to talk about? I saw Erica Banks' little apology. I don't care about her apology. Shut up. You shouldn't have never got online and said that stupid shit in the first place. Y'all hoes always trying to go viral for no reason. Vivica, come to the front, love. Miss Vivica, please come to the front over there on Fox Soul. I know we haven't been talking about y'all, so y'all gotta say something problematic so we could talk about y'all again. You know, because that's what the girls at on the Queen show do. You may not be talking about them for a little while. They're gonna get up there and say something problematic, hit the blogs, and now everybody gonna be going down to Fox Soul to see what they talking about. So let's hear today what the problematic old queens had to say.
You lying. That's all I'm gonna say. Angela, that's the one thing I know that's true. He didn't have to get no enhancement. He good.
Oh, mercy.
Yes, honey. So I'm listen, the one time I'm with him on that one. I'm with him when he's right on that one. He no, it's all good.
He seems like he got Big D energy.
Okay. So apparently a woman said that 50 Cent underwent a penile enhancement procedure, and okay, and then Vivica wanted to come out and say he doesn't need any help with that. Let's talk about this for a second. I did some, a little bit of research on penile enhancement injections, and they're pointless. They're pointless. They don't make your dick any bigger, and they can actually obstruct your erection quality, which is the most important part. The most important part is for your erection to have quality to it. Okay. If your erection has quality, we can work through the rest. Most. Okay. But this is what I wanted to say to Vivica. Vivica, your ex-boo who has disrespected you publicly constantly showed us his dick on Power season 5 or 6. I think it might have been season 5. Whatever season it was, with Jukebox. The season with Jukebox, we got a chance to see 50 Cent's dick up close and personal. And while it did have a nice thickness to it, okay, while it did have a nice thickness to it, as I've said in the comments, it doesn't matter how nice the cucumber is if it is attached to a less than desirable man. And I know that 50 Cent got money and all of this shit, but to me on social media, he's a terrible guy. I don't want to be with a man that is so immature, he will mock women on social media because he has nothing else to do with his time. Will treat his firstborn child like shit because he doesn't have a good relationship with the child's mother, but then will uphold the little small one that they just got. So yeah, I don't see it for 50 Cent, and I feel like whenever Vivica comes to his rescue, she needs to stop. Take your cape off. He has disrespected you enough. I don't give a fuck about how, y'all gotta, I don't care. Publicly, the man has not shown you any real respect at this point, and I would really like it for you to stop coming to save him or put it out there that his dick, girl, we saw it on Power. You didn't have to tell us. We saw it on Power. You did not have to tell us. And honestly, when I saw it, I wasn't even that impressed because I don't like the nigga that much. Thank you, Mary Sparkles Like Wall, for the super chat. I was coming home from the movies at age 13. I had a little lipstick and whatnot. There were 3 drunk dudes who kept pressuring me to go to their car and hang with them. This guy who would always say hi said nothing. Men ain't shit. They're not. Thank you, Mary Sparkles Like Whoa, for that. The way 50 Cent has always drugged Vivica in the media is always trying to big him up. And I'm looking at her like, girl, stop doing this. He don't ever want you. Like Vivica, just stop, please. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead. Where is it at? Where is it? Oh Lord, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I really do love Orlando Brown. He's hilarious to me. Did y'all see Bishop Whitehead choking everybody down to the church? Did y'all see this? Bishop Whitehead apparently got arrested, I believe, after this footage of him choking this lady out in the church came out on the internet. Y'all know he got robbed and then got up there online and cursed out Larry Reed and called him a whole bunch of, slurs and shit. It's mostly women in this church. Y'all see that? It's mostly women in this church. Yeah, he just wanted to choke that lady. He wanted to manhandle that lady because she was standing there talking shit while he was preaching. Talking about, I'm going to protect my wife and my family and all of that. As if that lady was going after his, as if the lady was going after his wife and family, but she was not. Hold up. Let me see if I can find a close-up video.
But these people were
Hold up.
Bitches.
I saw this shit early Sunday
Come
morning.
preach. Come on up here. Come on up here. Yeah, come on, Lord. Yes, Lord. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. Let's pray in the spirit, y'all. Roko shana ma 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 si. Roko bo shata ba ba ba. Rete bebe go shata ba. Ata ba boko shata ma si. Roko shene ma ba shata ba ba. Ebe go shata ba 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 ba. Rete be go shana ba. Hey, glory to God. Now remove her out of here. Now move her out of here. Move her out of here. Amen. Come on, let's give Jesus a round of applause, y'all. Hey, yes, Lord. Let's give Jesus a round of applause. Let's give Jesus a round of applause. Let's give Jesus a round of applause. Now let's give Jesus a round of applause. While they take pictures and they want to be on social media, take the pictures. Pictures. Come preach. You will come preach? Come on up here. Come on up here. Yeah, come on, Lord. Yes, Lord. In the name of Jesus.
But these people were sent into my church to disrupt my church, and this lady went towards my wife to attack her and my daughter. And
I'm sorry.
I grabbed her.
Can y'all not hear him? I wasn't talking. Y'all couldn't hear him? Y'all couldn't hear him just then? Let me know. But I wasn't saying anything. Y'all didn't hear me say what Jesus had to do with it? Oh, okay. I said Jesus ain't have nothing to do with it. Okay, that's what I thought. All right. Yeah, Jesus. You spoke briefly between the video. Right. And you couldn't hear me. Okay. Okay. Then he's trying to rewrite history. Okay, well, let's just listen to his explanation for choking this lady up. But I just said, I don't know why we got to bring Jesus into it. That's all I said.
Okay, and did what I had to do, what any man and any pastor would do. Okay, we're just off of the experience of 3 men coming into my church, robbing us, and putting a gun in my wife's face and in my 8-month-old daughter's face. She was 8 months at the time, and that's not going to happen again. So for everybody that that feels whatever they want to feel, y'all can feel whatever y'all want to feel. No, I didn't choke her. No, it was nothing like that. I grabbed her and escorted her out the way she needed to be escorted out. And I asked her, I said, "You're gonna be removed. You gotta leave." And but these people were saying, she walked back. This is something y'all can't see, but we have video in the church. We have video in the church. Okay, we have video in the church, and we also know who was behind it. And she walked back. This is something y'all can't see, but we have video in the church. We have video in the church. Okay, we have video in the church, and we also know who was behind it. And she walked back.
I did not see that lady go anywhere near his wife. He's full of shit. That is my opinion. He is full of shit. I don't know why y'all are still paying to let this man preach to y'all. Some people don't need to be on a pulpit. Some people need to use their charisma and their speaking skills for something else. Okay? Maybe he should start a podcast and be a problematic, blue pill, red pill nigga. I don't know. But all I know is I don't know why you think you need to be a conduit for the Lord, because you don't. Here it is.
So I told them, let them record. They began recording, and she began to outburst and to cause a big disturbance in my church. So I said, come on over here. Now on the side is where I have people line up for prayer. So she came up over here, not to the pulpit. Everybody keeps saying that I invite her in the pulpit. You have to be a minister to be in the pulpit in my church. So she came on the side, and she began to yell at me. She began to cuss me out and say whatever she wanted to say. I let her say what she wanted to say, and I'm going to be posting more video because you guys didn't see the video inside of the church, so you'll be able to see everything. So she came over, she cussed me out, told me on text after my wife and my daughter. So I have my wife and my daughter, who's 10 months old, sitting there, and she came and said, and now.
Why would these women want to come to your church and attack you? You and your 8 members. Why would these women want to come to your church and disturb your church? It makes me feel like you were fucking them. That's what it makes me feel like, especially because you're putting your wife in this, making her a victim, using her to make it seem as if you were doing something that wasn't callous and fucked up. You're whack as shit with your tight ass Fendi sweater on and them little bitty ass jeans. Bring the baby up one more time to seek sympathy. Wow. Just fucking wow.
How you're a liar going towards my wife. And that's when you see her walk in front of me, going at my wife and my daughter, and I grabbed her. Everybody's saying that I choked her. How can you choke somebody from behind? I don't.
You can choke somebody from behind. What the fuck are you talking about? You put your hands around their neck and you squeeze. It can happen whether you are standing on the side, on the front, or behind them. As long as your 2 hands can go around their neck, you can choke them. The way you reacted with the Larry Reid situation tells us you don't know how to control yourself. People scream in church all the time, and I've never seen somebody go and grab a woman up in a church like that. That's why you don't have no members in that church anyway, and most of them are women. Most of them are women, which makes me feel like you're probably in there fucking your congregation.
Understand it. I never wrapped my arms around her neck. I have no fingernails, so they say that I scratched her. I don't have any fingernails. I never have fingernails. You can see I don't have fingernails.
Boy, please
So
stop.
I grabbed her from behind, by her shirt, from behind, and by her shoulder, and I escorted her.
And what
out.
you don't understand, is you still didn't need to touch that woman like that. Those other men seemed as if they were coming to escort her out before you grabbed her, yoked her up, and pushed her out and handled a woman as if she was a fucking man. I don't even want to listen to what the rest he has to say. He's bitch made. He shouldn't be anybody's pastor. He's flaunting all his name brands to those 8 members of that damn church. Yes, you're a con man. You're a scammer. And I don't understand how anybody sees you as a conduit for the Lord. I don't even understand. Get this on away from me. Okay? Let's go ahead and get into this August Alsina Tory Lanez situation. So here it is, y'all. This is the moment it all went left. Tory Lanez tried to dap August Alsina off, and August Alsina left him hanging. And now Tory Lanez stands there feeling played with his little devil ears on. He's really upset.
Hey, I wish you would have got that. I did get it.
Nah, nigga, I don't like you. I don't fuck with you.
Yo, Tory.
Yo, are you on live?
I am on. Yo, I'm on live. I'm on live. I gotta say this many times. Tory.
What's up?
All right. Hold on. I'm gonna just ask you the media. I'm gonna ask. This is a media question because I'm on live. Tori, I'm on live, bro. Don't ask me nothing crazy. Okay. What happened with August, bro? Everything good?
Brother, wrong. Nah, nothing happens. I don't even know what this kid is talking about, brother.
Okay, so you're not involved?
No, hell no. I don't know if he's doing a promo. I don't know what that talking about, brother.
Yo, when I read it, I'm like, yo, Tori not even violent like that, bro. Like, yo.
Tori not even violent like that? Tori not even violent like that? Oh, like he ain't shoot Meg the Stallion? Oh, okay. All right. Y'all gonna keep living in La La Land acting like he ain't shoot the girl. All right.
Oh.
Yo, I can't even, act.
All right.
I love you to death, Mike.
Tori, yeah, that's my new number. Save. Look.
He's lame, and the Teddy Graham looking ass nigga is lame too. And y'all wouldn't ever know about this if he didn't try to go and leak a story. Me and his people were the only people out there when this happened. For the sake of storytelling, we gonna always stand on the truth. Okay, it says, Tori, I lied and said he'd been in the studio, so he doesn't know what everybody is talking about. Oh, Tori L lied. Like, you don't remember performing yesterday, or was the crowd that deaf? I'm sorry, was the crowd that dead when you went on and you forgot? Oh, wow. I don't know what everybody's talking about, but I've been in the studio. I'm not in anything negative. I've been working on myself and being a better person. Do y'all see the little emojis down here? This is cap. This is bullshit. This is, I didn't do anything. Evil laugh. It's giving, I'm pretending to be good. Okay, like that's what it's giving. Okay. August Alsina is a weird ass nigga, so he's gonna post some shit like this. And he says, as I'm exiting the building after the show last night, a 4'11 size leprechaun ran down on me with 8 oversized security niggas whom I greeted each individually upon their walk up as they tried to press me. Whole time, I'm one deep, no security. Tori continues to ask with a broken ego why I didn't dap him up. I go on to tell him I was a fan of him and didn't understand him speaking on my business publicly in the past because I don't know him or ever met him until last night. So when he spoke, it caught me off guard because of his past actions. I assume he didn't like me. That's all. Not to mention with my history of health and condition, just recently overcoming being paralyzed, my doctor directed me not to compromise my health while out on the road. Shake as less hands as possible due to corona and monkeypox. Never any disrespectful words were exchanged. So I was a bit confused at how somehow he turned himself up with anger after hitting a blunt laced with cocaine, obviously. I heard the fizzle and he snuck me. When I turned my head to move to the side amongst all his antsy moving and to keep an eye on the endless niggas that was with him surrounding me, which was security and some nigga with a gun tucked, whom he then proceeded to run behind and hide to run back in the building. There was never a fight, simply an assault. Dude has no real friends and is on a crash out mission. With that said, I was going to keep it G and not come to the net, but you moving with foul intent, feeding falsities to blogs to look for a moment, because them moments ain't happening for you on stage. Ooh, the moments ain't happening on stage for you. Lord, I will assist you in that gracefully. His people got the whole thing on camera, put the footage out. I'd like to see it. Anyways, let me go clean his blood off my face with some Encina wellness. All right, listen. Okay, you better go get your wellness on. Yeah, y'all. I think we can all kind of see that Tory Lanez is a little bitch-made leprechaun. Thank you so much, Nene Bug, for becoming a member. Appreciate you, love. Thank you so much. Thank you. But yes, I feel like everybody keeps acting like they don't know that these little niggas have Napoleon complexes, that they are egomaniacal, that they have such a huge issue with people not respecting them. So August Alsina not dapping his lame ass off. Like, and when he said the blunt lace with coke, that's what made me feel like that's what that nigga probably was on the night when him and Meg and them got into it. Like, that's what it felt like to me. You get upset when you feel played, you pop off on some high shit, and then boom, bow, pow, the shit's on the blogs. And women are too emotional. Exactly. But we know this is not true because women often have to, you know, like bite their tongues and shit because niggas are sometimes, you know, physically imposing. But dudes, on the other hand, like, child, this is just bitch made if I ain't never seen it. He didn't dap me up. He didn't dap me up. Child, if y'all don't get his ass out of here. When's this court date happening? Okay? Get this guy out of here. Whack ass. He's whack. I don't care what anybody says. He's whack. What else? What else do I want to talk about? Do I even care to talk about Blueface hitting Krishan's dad? Y'all, let's see what the sister said.
The fuck is you talking about? Any of you meatballs that agree with that shit, you're a fucking meatball. Fuck is you talking about? And then y'all want to do this coward shit to a G. So everybody on here should know how a gangster would react to shit, right? But then y'all want to include cops. Come on now. This shit is ridiculous. This shit is ridiculous. And then you lying, talking about dad is a rapist, dad is an abuser. The fuck out of here. Dad is the reason why I took care of y'all. Okay? Let's talk about it. You want to keep talking about it. When dad caught a bid, dad didn't leave us, bitch. Dad didn't leave us, bitch. He didn't leave us. Like, let's be clear. Like, I'm so tired of people like, oh, don't talk about that. Don't do this. This is your family. If this was my family, then none of this shit would be out. Family don't do this. Family don't do shit like that. And then I'm tired of protecting everybody. The fuck? I'm always protecting.
Oh God. Ooh, let me get out. Child, I'm not about to go through all of this. I'm gonna just break it down right quick based on what I know. So apparently Blueface and Krishan are shooting a reality show for Zeus Network. Of course. If it wasn't more depraved over there, it'll be, child, just as depraved. I don't even know. Like, what, child, Bad Girls Club with domestic violence added on top. Like, this is whack as fuck, honestly. The cameras are there. I don't know where Krishan's daddy came from, because I was like, you mean to tell me this girl has had a father in her life this entire time? She's been getting her hair pulled out, dragged, fighting, everything else with this man on, you know, a public stage on social media. He's always posting her, embarrassing her. She embarrassed her damn self, crying, passed out on the ground. All of these things are happening, and all of a sudden a father shows up. A daddy shows up. Word. A daddy shows up, gets into it with Blueface, and then what? Hits Blueface. Blueface eye was fucked up. Then Blueface come in and sneak the daddy sometime after things calm down. And then there's a story that Krishan said that the daddy was abusive to the mama. The daddy was in jail at one point, and now the sister is saying that the daddy wasn't abusive. He didn't do all of those things that Krishan said he did. I'm going to just say this. I feel like Krishan family, Blueface family, all of those people need help. Like, something's wrong with all of those people. Everybody involved is fucked up. The only reason Krishan is happily in this domestic violence fucked up ass relationship is because somebody fucked her up as a child. I don't know what the sister talking about, but just the fact that this situation is playing out the way it is lets me know that your daddy ain't shit and y'all family fucked y'all up on a level that y'all shouldn't have been fucked up on. Like, goddamn. Goddamn. Like, they all on demon time. Exactly. The older sister said he did do all that stuff. The one he touched. Okay, so he touched one of the kids too. So the daddy ain't shit, which we already knew. But neither is Blueface. Blueface ain't shit neither. I don't know what anybody's talking about. Blue shit ain't shit neither. He's not. He's terrible, y'all. I heard that she's gotten pregnant for him a few times and he don't want her to have the babies. But he'll keep getting his baby mama, the white girl, pregnant, right? I cannot, y'all. I cannot. I'm tired of seeing them. I wish we could opt out of this. I wish they would stop posting them on social media. If y'all want to do a reality show about this fucked up ass relationship, by all means, do your thing on Zeus Network. I am no longer paying for Zeus, so I don't care what they put on that stupid ass show, on that stupid ass network. I don't care, but I don't want to see it. And I'm bothered by how often we have to be subjected to the depraved nature of their weird ass relationship. And I said what the fuck I said. Okay. They said comedian
at this point, if not a part of that vibe and that energy that's bringing anything, then no, we will not have them a part of anything that we're doing.
So Tori's not going to be on the tour moving forward?
At this moment, no. At this moment, we would have to proceed without him because we want to make sure that every person in that audience has a great time and a great feeling. And that synergy of each artist enjoying themselves, having a great time is what it's all about. There was no fight. Let's be super clear. There was no fight. I don't know why people say it was a fight. That was not a fight. He was so. At this point, if anyone's not a part of that vibe and that energy.
Okay, so yeah, they firing this nigga from jobs and shit. Child, everybody done lost their mind as far as I'm concerned on the internet. Everybody done lost their mind on the internet, child. All right, now hold up. Let me see, because there's some other stuff. Well, hold up. This the other sister?
Hey, y'all, what's up? Just wanted to let y'all know I am the oldest. I am Krishan's older sister. It's just funny how everybody on here talking about my father this, my father that, my little sister let Blue swing on man. What about the shit that man did to me? The child molestation and all that. Why y'all not telling all that shit? I'm the only one that was fucked up. Not none of y'all. So for y'all to be sitting there talking about man this and man that, ain't none of y'all right. For real. And that's facts.
I'm sorry, y'all. This is terrible. This is terrible what the girl said. Child. Oh, Lord. The internet is crazy right now, y'all. I really wish they would stop like promoting Krishan and Blueface's toxic ass relationship, because it's really, really sad to keep watching. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep muting myself so that y'all won't have an echo. But I looked at that picture. The mama eyes look dead. That's what I was saying about that picture. The mama's eyes look dead, meaning that something is probably going on, but I'm going to have my blissful ignorance to whatever is going on. Hey. This right here, this picture right here. The mama, like that, that dazed, and, there may be some fucked up shit going on, but I ain't about to do nothing about it. Like, I don't know why, but the look in her eyes, like, it's like making me upset just looking at the mama, because the mama looked dead behind the eyes, almost like indifference. This look like the mama. This look like Krishan right here. She's sitting. The children look like they standing. That look like the mama right there. If she said she the oldest, then that has to be the mama because that look just like her. Look just like Krishan. And this is Krishan's oldest sister standing here. And that lady, that little girl look upset. Y'all see it? Okay, I'm not the only one. This shit is a mess. And I really want them to stop promoting it. Because I don't feel like we need to see it. I don't. Especially if there's no healing involved. Okay. And there is no healing involved. It's just constant bullshit to me. It's constant bullshit. So did y'all see this? That this black girl decided to create a majorette team at a PWI, a predominantly white institution, USC, and everybody don't know how to feel about it. Wanting an HBC culture at white schools instead of going to an HBCU is weird. That's the way they feel. I don't feel this way. Thank you, Talia, for the super chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't feel like yeah, no, I don't feel like that. Oh, probably bipolar. Okay, got you. Iyanla retired too soon. I heard she got a podcast. I need to check it out. But I feel like at the end of the day, PWIs are not going to be HBCUs, but they have a lot of things they all do. They all have bands. They all have cheerleading teams or dance teams. It's just the black schools are always going to do shit with way, you know, it's going to be better. I'm sorry. The entertainment value is going to be way better. We was at, some white schools last weekend watching football games, and it was just kind of like child and white bands. No, they be trying, but they don't know what to do, girl. They don't know what to do. And then they'll have the few little black girls on the cheerleading and the dance teams, and it's just not giving what it gives at HBCUs or black schools, period. But the thing about it is everybody can't afford HBCUs. I got $20,000 worth of debt left over from going to Clark Atlanta University where I didn't even graduate from. So I feel like if the black girl wanted to create a majorette team at USC, I don't see a problem with it. At the end of the day, it's not cultural appropriation. It's a black girl that decided to do it. We see black girls. To me, at the end of the day, black schools really are about, like, you know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to the dance and majorette, the band. If the band ain't on point, the dancers can only do so much as far as I'm concerned. So it can be a version of something, just like any other time you hear white bands playing the music that black bands play. Like white bands wasn't playing all of the R&B and blues songs and shit that was popping. They wasn't doing that. They was playing, fucking Greenleaf or whatever the hell other, band music white people played before it became, entertaining to take the HBCU route at, football games and band and majorette teams and all of that type of stuff. At the end of the day, you're not going to get the same experience, period, at a PWI that you are at an HBCU. So I don't see the problem with having a majorette team. People want the HBCU experience, but PWI validation. I don't necessarily think so. I think that some people go to the schools they can afford. I think people go to the schools they can afford. Like everybody can't afford to go to a HBCU. Everybody forgets that PWI sometimes, you get in easier or less money is involved or some shit like that. It's USC, so that's like a big school. But ultimately, that girl might have got a scholarship or something. The fuck? So you mean to tell me because I want to go to USC and I don't want to go to a HBCU, I can't be a part of a dance team in college? Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. It's still not going to be the same, but I feel like they could have a dance team. They could have a majorette team if they decide they want to do that. It ain't like it's a whole bunch of white girls shaking their ass off rhythm. It's not going to be the same experience no matter what. And I also feel like what validation, do you mean? You know what I'm saying? What validation? Because dancing in a majorette team is not the whole of your college experience in order to say it validates you in a way that an HBCU would. USC is expensive, but they hand out scholarships. I received one from them, just didn't go. Okay, then. She created a space to feel comfortable and have fun. What's the issue? That's my thing. I don't see anything wrong with it. Black people should be able to do the shit they like to do at these white schools too. The fuck? I can't agree with that. It doesn't matter. Like, ultimately, you can agree with it or not agree with it, but you're not going to convince me that it doesn't sound crazy to say that this girl can't create a dance team at the school she goes to because it's not HBCU. Like, what? Like, what? Y'all do realize that they have dance and majorette teams at high schools, right? And those are not all historically black colleges, but the same shit happens at the high schools. So I don't understand it. Again, if I was seeing a whole bunch of white girls up there doing weird shit, maybe I would feel differently. But it was the majorette team. I also feel like as long as somebody who knows what they're doing is in charge, I don't see why a white girl couldn't join the, you know, the it's a dance team. Y'all can say it's majorette. That makes y'all feel like it's more black. It's a fucking dance team. Like, I don't know why people are this upset about it. Y'all realize we're called minorities for a reason. Not everywhere has a bunch of black people in black schools. Some of us have to go wherever we can. So when the white girls want to join their team, they can't say nothing. Wouldn't that defeat the purpose? No, because what if the white girls can dance? The fuck? So now the white girls can't dance? If the white girls can dance, then I don't see why the white girls can't dance. It's still not going to be a HBCU. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's still not going to be a black school. It's just a dance team. Like, it's just a dance. Majorette are different from dancers. I am aware that majorette is different from other types of dancing. However, it is still a dance team. And I say that because in New Orleans, the dance teams at all of the high schools dance, especially the black high schools, and they're not called black high schools. These are just the schools where more black people are. So that's just how it is. They perform in the same manner. They aren't called majorettes. They're called dance teams. When I went to Easton, it was a dance team. When I went to prep, it was a dance team. It wasn't until all this other, like, semantics. Exactly. It's semantics. And ultimately, y'all are worried about the wrong shit. HBCUs can do whatever they want to do. But if a black girl at a PWI wants to start a dance team, let her do it. And if the white girls can keep up with the moves and everybody look good, let them dance too. It's a PWI, y'all. It's a school with a mixed crowd. So then shouldn't the activities be reflective of the mixed crowd that they have? To me, I would feel differently if white people were encroaching on black spaces. This is not the same thing. White people go to HBCUs and join predominantly black sororities. Are you protesting that as well? No. They're not going to protest that. LaShonda Cleveland, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it so much. Y'all realize they can steal things without it being at their school. They can just watch another school. Child, bring it. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Okay? Listen, I was a soul stepper in high school. I just kind of feel like, yes, everybody wants to gatekeep some shit. When ultimately, motherfucker, help us pay these HBCU bills and shit that we got from going to these damn colleges. Worry about all of the HBCUs keeping their accreditation. Y'all worry about the wrong shit as far as I'm concerned. Worry about the HBCUs staying open and keeping accreditation. Don't worry about successful PWIs doing shit because they got black students that want to do it. Like, what? Okay. I support the black girl creating a team because, like, let's take a look. Let's just take a look. You better get it. You better get it. Y'all miss being in a band. Oh, Lord, I used to have so much fun in a band. Right, because I had 22,000 in debt for my HBCU. Girl, you sound just like me. Okay, you sound just like me. You can't gatekeep black things from other black people. It don't make sense. And that's what I'm saying. Like, the girl is black. What are we talking about? They look good and they look like they're having a good time. And that's what the games are supposed to be about. She her natural shake, and she was like, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how y'all could be mad about it. Like, I just feel like, let people do it. Like, it's not a big deal, y'all. It's just not to me. I get it, but like, I'm more so, let's protect the institutions and allow them to still take up space. Let the HBCUs still be successful. Like, that's what I'm more focused on, not whether, PWIs have majorette teams. But anyway, y'all, that's just me. But this is the last thing, child. And it's not even a celebrity thing, but I just wanted to talk about it because I was like, is this what y'all be going through? Is this what y'all be going through? Let's do it.
So my fiance dumped me and called off our wedding. Honestly, I'm on the other side of that now. It needed to happen. Keep it a buck with you. But I have been crying a lot. So to stop myself from doing that and make myself feel a little bit better, I decided to make an ick list. And I wanted to share it with you guys because this is the beginning of my unhinged era. I think when your engagement gets called off, it's the only time that you get to act crazy and like nobody can really like bother you about it. But I want to share that list. Y'all will not believe this. This, like, if anything, you should say like, Andy, ick to you for dealing with this shit.
That's how I felt. Andy, ick to you. Virgin until 22.
Ask anyone. I swear to God.
Virgin until 22.
No money.
No money.
Make account negative every 2 weeks. His mom is like constantly like, hey, do you need anything? Do you need anything? You want to get a job maybe? Not important. I'm always crying every single day. 5 days a week. Which is like a like not every single day, but like that's a lot. Sex dreams about his sister. Right? What the Andy, what? Okay. Continue.
Yeah, girl. What?
Anything about his parents. And I mean anything. Like, I gotta print out this piece of paper. Better call up mom. Can't figure out how to press submit without somebody doing it for me. I mean, like, literally. Okay, anyway. Had no job or place to live when we started dating.
Oh, it's echoing? Okay.
Like, the Bible even says a man needs a job and a place to stay before he's supposed to have a woman. That ain't necessarily true, but like that's what they say, Adam had that. Continue. Kept leaving jobs, y'all. In the 10 months we were engaged, this man worked 5 places. I'm not kidding. Left me to struggle while he played Fortnite. He would be home playing Fortnite with his cousins, and I would come home like crying about the fact that like I just felt like I didn't have the life that I had thought for myself and whatnot. And he would just be like, do you mind if I put my headphones back on? I'd be like sobbing. He'd be like, I'm actually playing Fortnite with my cousin. Is it okay if I put my headphones back on? So yeah, enjoy that. And can't read. That's dramatic, but can't read well.
Kanye West got his ignorant ass in that interview looking like the fucking Unabomber and told everybody he doesn't read. It's like eating Brussels sprouts. What are you, fucking 5? What are you, 5 years old? Whenever I say this about how I have always found it so disrespectful to the ancestors when Black people, but specifically Black men, because I hear it more from Black men, they don't like to read. I don't like to read. I don't read. I don't like to read. I find it disrespectful to the ancestors. And a lot of times you niggas aren't good at reading because nobody made y'all read. It wasn't important for young Black men to know how to read a book or speak eloquently, right? What was more important, that y'all were playing sports? Y'all could dribble a ball. You could make some hot beats. Everybody can't become Kanye and a billionaire off of being a fucking psycho. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But it's just very like bothersome to me whenever I hear Black men not wanting to read, not liking to read, period. Just makes me sad. Then somebody in one of the comments on that video was like, what he said to me, I hear this more from women than I do from men. I said, really, nigga? Really, nigga? You hear more women don't read than men. I said really, more black women don't read. I said, who the fuck buying all of the romance novels? Cause it ain't you niggas. I'm just saying, black women will be reading them hood romance novels down. They still writing them, they still making them, they still selling. So how the fuck you gonna say women don't read? You have heard that more from women. You're lying. You're lying. Y'all just don't like when somebody says something about black men that's negative. Y'all can't stand that. So y'all gotta try to, flip it and make it seem like black women have that issue too. And I'm like, no, most black women that I know, either they like to read, have read, or will pick up a book from, every now and again, a good book. Girl like to keep a good book. Okay? It's very annoying to me when everybody act like, no, nigga, it's y'all. I've had so many conversations with black men about how they don't like to read. Like, it is just so annoying to me. It's like, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all don't realize that's why y'all have a hard time communicating. Why you can't think of a way to express yourself is because you have a lack of vocabulary. Like, I think it's so crazy after people died for you to have the ability to read a fucking book, for y'all to like just boastfully say all over the hood that y'all don't like to read. Thanks so much for the black people that got killed and got limbs cut off so that you motherfuckers could learn how to read. All for you to get to 2022. Now you ain't even got to look at the book. All you got to do is listen to it. And y'all love telling everybody how y'all don't like to read. It's so disappointing, and y'all don't even realize how stupid, how dumb that sounds to tell people that you don't read books. Like, motherfucker, what? I'm sorry, y'all. I can go off on a tangent on how I feel like black boys are allowed to be stupid. And I say that is because I feel like y'all don't push on them that education is important. You would much rather them figure out a way how to do something physical. You want them to play football. You want them to play basketball. You want them to be in music. You want them to play an instrument. But God forbid they read books. God forbid. And then, I just don't think there are any, books that would be fun to read. Really? There's a plethora, y'all. There's a plethora of types of books. And then I had somebody tell me it's not just black people. People, period, don't like to read. I said, oh, really? Is that why there are a million Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and every other, fucking Game of Thrones? All of those shows that white people watch and make billions of dollars off started out as books being read by them before they were turned into billion-dollar movies and shit. All your Marvel movies, do you know they came from comic books, which are in fact books? Random. Pimp C love reading, which is why he was so good at rapping. Don't even get me started. But I just don't like y'all. I don't like the acting like it's cool to be ignorant shit. Okay? Do you ever I know my stats, and I have a very small percentage of black males, and I don't care.
And took a super long time to learn. Concerningly long. Like, I was hoping that because I was gifted, it would balance the kids out. Dead ass. What? Okay, also, did not pay rent January through April. Ladies and gentlemen, what was I doing? I don't know. Doesn't matter now.
So basically, y'all, I think that people should do an ick list.
So, my fiance dumped me.
A ick board.
Honestly, I'm on the other side of that now. It needs to happen. Keep it.
I don't know why, but I was like, was he white? I don't know why. I was like, is he white? But I don't even think that she, like, based on what she was saying, it did sound like a bummy black dude, but it could have been a bummy white dude. It could have been, you know what I'm saying? Especially with the Fortnite. But either way, I was just, it just prompted me, Kanye was trying to be a fucking president and read a book and sitting up there talking about it's like eating Brussels sprouts. I hate when he puts his white man voice on for people. It's just very weird. It's just very, very weird. Yeah. Listen, I feel like if you want to be somebody that doesn't read, that somebody, doesn't try to progress your mind in any way. If you one of those people, that's great. But do me a favor, don't promote it like it's a good thing. Like, that's my thing. Don't promote it like it's a good thing, because it in fact is not. Okay, girl, did he dump her? Make it look like, why were you with him? Yeah, she said he cut off the engagement, not her, him. He dumped her. Child, I'm about to say, child, I love me some Brussels sprouts, and we always going somewhere with a Brussels sprouts be like, some type of like honey glaze type of situation. Like a bitch love a old honey glaze Brussels sprout, Yeah, and use ick. I'm like probably a white guy. I was thinking it was a white guy. But the not reading thing prompted me to talk about the Kanye thing, because that annoyed me this week, because I heard that from somebody like in real life, no, I don't like to read. And I'm just kind of like, y'all are missing out. I'm reading a book right now. I just finished reading Jeanette. I'm about to leave y'all, so if y'all don't care, bye. But I just finished reading Jeanette McCurdy's book. What is it? I'm Glad My Mom Is Dead. I think that's the name of it. Hold up, let me make sure. Let me go to my library, girl. Yeah, I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy from iCarly. Really good book. Really, really good book. And the one I'm reading right now is called This Poison Heart by Kaylin Bayron, because I love an old black girl fantasy book. Okay. But I've always liked to read. And I like to read because when I was younger and you read, it was like creating the movie in my mind. Reading made me create the movie in my mind. I can remember reading Harry Potter for the first time. I stayed in my room all day one day and had the audio book on tape. On cassette tape, y'all. It's back in the day. And I literally laid in my bed and on the floor like all day, listening and reading along with the Harry Potter book, the first one, The Sorcerer's Stone. After that, child, I was fucking hooked. I had so many different books growing up. Katrina took them whole. But yes, the shit that I would come up with in my mind, and then when books were good enough to become movies, you would match what you thought about in your head with the book. And that's how with the movie, that's how you know if the movie was really good, because it basically did the same thing on film that it did in your mind. Like, that was always like the best thing for me. Oh yes, girl, I was an R.L. Stine book lover. Fear Street, girl, I read I still have Fear Street books. I love Fear Street books because they were just always the best thrillers. Always the best thrillers. List the favorite books. That's so hard. But I'll tell y'all, there's one book right now that I keep thinking about, and it was a movie, but I want the unabridged version. I haven't been able to find the unabridged version since the damn book came out. But White Oleander. I don't know if anybody has ever heard about White Oleander, but that was one of my favorite books growing up. Reminds me of Marlowe's ass. But anyway, White Oleander was one of my favorite books ever. I just posted about Echo by Francesca Leah Block. I used to read all of the Witsy Bat books and Francesca Leah Block, Sarah Dessen, YA books. Young adult books was so the shit in the early 2000s. So Sarah Dessen books. Love Sarah Dessen. Really good writer. Y'all know we read all the Zane books, girl. We read all the Zane books. Fiona Zed is another one. Fiona Zed was a Black lesbian, and she did like a vampire novel about, Black lesbian vampires. And it was such a good book. The first one. I have read Octavia Butler. I read Kindred. Kindred was the first one I read. I have not gotten into any of the other parables, but I want to get into those. Yes, I have an unabridged version of White Oleander. So it is the shit. The book is so much better than the movie, because the movie left out like at least 2 or 3 of the homes that she went in. And one of them was a Black lady that seemed to be like a prostitute. But either way, y'all, she was a neighbor. I don't think she was, she was just a neighbor. But yeah, good book. Yes, autobiographies are the shit. I really want to read Will's. I haven't had a chance to yet. There are a lot of autobiographies I haven't had a chance to really get into like that. But I have it, I have it in my Audible, child. If I'm gonna do anything, girl, I'm gonna download some shit on an Audible credit. I read Dixie Carter's book. That was a good book too. Yeah, y'all. I have Diane Carroll's book that I still have to read. And I love thrillers. So Every Move You Make was recent. Little Secrets, The Family Upstairs, Little Fires Everywhere. I read all of the Confessions novels. And I used to love me a good Fledging. I read Fledging 2 by Octavia Butler. Yeah. Hurricane Summer by Aisha Broomfield was a good one too. That was like the last book that I actually was like glued into from beginning to end. Was the Hurricane Summer. So that's another Black author book, Aisha Broomfield. That was a good book. I'm trying to think. Single Black Female. I feel like I be reading them and then be forgetting what happened in some of them. Oh, My Sister, the Serial Killer. That was good too. And that was like a shorter one by Oyinka Braithwaite. I can't pronounce it, but y'all see My Sister, the Serial Killer. That was good too. I read Jennifer Lewis' book when it first came out. That was really good too. Addicted to Toni Morrison books. Oh, I haven't read any Toni Morrison books in a while, but I have Sula on here, so I want to read it. I just haven't had a chance to get into it. But your girl, I read Bobby Brown's book. That was really good. I think I read Taraji's book. It's just been a long time, but I just have all of my books in here. Oh, Cinder. That used to be my shit. I used to love me an old remake of a fairy tale, but make it grungier book. Stephen King novels too. Okay. But yeah, y'all, just sharing some of the books that I like to read and, stuff I have read, stuff I am reading. I couldn't get into Will's book on Audible. I got bored. Sometimes it's better to read the actual text, I'm going to tell y'all. But when your eyes are bad like mine, it could be difficult. But either way, this has been fun. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Y'all don't forget about tonight. Ooh Ladies First panel interview with Tammy Roman is on Jamie's channel, premiering at 6 p.m. And then right after our interview with Tammy, we will be live on Niecy Dixon's YouTube channel for the Ooh Ladies First panel tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time. So make sure that you are there, okay? Make sure y'all check out that interview with Tammy. It was a really, really good one. She dropped some tea about basketball wives. We talked about OG. We talked about a lot of things. But it was really good. I love Tammy. I love, everything she has going on. And I just, it's just like a real full circle moment for me. So anyway, y'all, I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Stay cool by the pool, fool. And I'll talk to y'all later.